from his studios in New York, it's time for Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora, where sports meets life. Here's your host, Dan Tortora.
Welcome here to Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora on wakeupcalldt.com, your one-stop sports shop, and on mixlr.com/wakeupcalldt. Proud to be here with you on the morning of the Class AA State Championship for the state of New York for girls basketball, which will happen between the West Genesee Wildcats taking on Ossining. Now, West Genesee has been on a very interesting road this season, and to look at, we're going to speak on it today on the show, the teams that they've played and the teams that they've taken down. And Ossining was the team that bumped them out of the Class AA State Final Four last season. They will meet again here this time in the state championship. The game will be at Hudson Valley Community College in Troy, New York, right by Albany, and I will be on site on location for the event. I hope that you will be as well. So much coming up in today's broadcast with the trio of conversations that we have. The head coach, Stafford Spreter, will be joining me here on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora first, followed by Mackenzie Smith, and then Madison Smith. So the Smith sisters, in their last run, trying to make it as long as possible, go all the way to the end of the line and play all the way until that Class AA state championship game in hopes of raising a state championship banner, the first state championship banner for girls basketball that would ever be in the history of the West Genesee Wildcats. The Smith sisters and company getting set for this game against Ossining, knowing what Ossining has brought to the table before, knowing that this is the moment for the seniors. This is the moment for this team that they have been working so hard for all season. Stafford Spreter, 3 straight Section 3 Class AA championships, and getting to the Final Four last season, now getting to the championship game. Each season making strides, each season taking steps, each season coming to play, each season working to get better, and these young women have been tremendous, so it is my absolute honor and pleasure to have this West Genesee Wildcats special for the Class AA State Championship right here on Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora on wakeupcalldt.com, your one-stop sports shop, and on mixlr.com/wakeupcalldt. MixLR stands for Mix Live Radio. Once again, mixlr.com/wakeupcalldt. Thank you so much for tuning into this broadcast, and I appreciate it tremendously. Up first, as I said, is my conversation with Stafford Spreter. Here's what he had to say as him and I spoke following the Class AA Final Four victory for New York State that placed them in this state championship game. Playing for a state championship. Just tell me what's going through the mind right now.
It feels pretty darn good, man. It's we're trying to enjoy the Kearney win, but at the same time, we got Ossining in about, I don't know what, 20 hours, so yeah. We got to get ready to go with them. So I think we're gonna get a bite to eat, enjoy our food, and then get the film study out and get going on our game plan.
Just what you could say about coming out the way that you did in the third quarter. You outscored them 17-5 after being up 25-20 at half.
So I mean, again, I feel like a broken record. Just so proud of how these kids respond. We've been in that situation before. Where we've gone into halftime, we've looked each other in the eye, and we said, "Hey, look at that. Our attitude's got to improve." Maddie, come on back. We got to fix things around here. And before, they haven't answered the bell. They answered the bell today. They answered the bell. They've been answering the bell this entire run here. And kids stepped up. We had Caitlin scored 14 tonight. Alicia hit 2 threes. Abby hit 2 threes. And then, Katie had a great start. Katie Cunningham did. Kenzie and Maddie had 18. Good to have Maddie back on our offensive side with us. And, Kenzie led us. And we had great contribution from everybody. I'm sure I forgot a couple people, but just great contribution from everybody. Really, really proud of the team effort.
Just what you can say about Alicia. You mentioned her 2 threes that she had. Just how those
she missed 4. She missed 3 or 4 threes before she hit those 2, and those were 2 huge shots for us. And I'm very, very proud of her. We needed those. Those were big shots for us. Those were separators. And when the other team sees those go in, it's kind of breaks their back a little bit.
The Smith sisters, just what you can say about this run for them and how important it is to continue to extend life for West Genesee, especially on their end.
They're great. They are such good. They're such a joy to coach. Like, I love those kids. Like, I gave them two big hugs after the game, and man, you just, when the game gets tight and they start pressing you, as a coach, you're never more calm having those two kids handle the ball, handling the pressure, because the ball's in good hands and they're going to take care of it. I mean, I just feel so confident with them in the ball, and it's really a good feeling to have as a coach. Usually you get tight in those moments, not with them, not when they have the ball. And we got one game left tomorrow, and that's what it's all about. That's what we started the season with, and they're in our minds, and let's go get it.
Playing for the right to go to a state championship, and you go up by more than 20 in the second half. Just what you could say about how this team came out, and like you said, bringing that fire, that energy, and making sure that not only did they have this win, but they had it handily.
Well, again, it all starts with our defense, and that's what really stopped Kearney. Kearney, if you watch Kearney, they can score in the 80s a lot, and our team defense in the post was excellent. It all starts with Caitlin Walker and Tara Osterdale, three-quartering that post player and making it tough to get it in there. And our backside help coming over whenever they lob it to them, we double right away, and that was a big game changer. That's why they didn't score as much as they usually do, is because of our defense. Thanks, Dan.
Thanks, sir.
Appreciate it.
This is a wake-up call, fast break.
The Wildcat Sports Pub in Camillus, New York is located on 3680 Milton Avenue in the Home Depot Plaza. It is your family-friendly sports bar and restaurant. Folks, some sports bars aren't family-friendly. Some family-friendly restaurants are not sports bars. The Wildcat Sports Pub in Camillus, New York is proud to be both. It is that marriage that you've been looking for years. The Wildcat Sports Pub is your home base for your sports bar and restaurant needs, games for the kids, indoor and outdoor activities, and enough things on the menu to come back every single week and get to try something new. They're open Sundays from noon to 8 p.m., Monday through Wednesday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., and Thursday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to midnight. For reservations and party information, call 315-487-2222 for the Wildcat family-friendly sports pub and restaurant. Welcome back here to Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora on wakeupcalldt.com, your one-stop sports shop, and on mixlr.com/wakeupcalldt. Proud to be here with you every Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Thank you so much for tuning into today's show. You can find Wake Up Call on Facebook at Wake Up Call DT, Twitter at Call DT, and Instagram at Wake Up Call _DT. Up next in the conversations that I had following the Class AA State Final Four victory by the West Genesee Wildcats is with Mackenzie Smith. Here's what Mackenzie had to say about advancing to the state title game in her final season with West Genesee. Playing for a state championship. Just what's going through your mind right now?
I can't even believe it, really. I remember last year when we lost to Ossining, I was like, we got it next year. Like, that's what we wanted to do, get right back here, so I'm happy we get a chance to do it.
To lose last year to Ossining, is it kind of the perfect storm that you have them again in the state championship now?
I would say yes, even though they're like really good. But I'm happy we got to play them again because they're obviously a really good team, so it's good to challenge ourselves. And also it's for a state championship, so I think when it comes down to talent, it also comes down to who wants it more. I can tell you we all want it a lot, so we'll just have to see what happens.
At halftime, you were up 25-20. You outscored them 17-5 in the third quarter. Just what you can say about striking right out of halftime.
That's the most important time of the game, I think. Obviously, every time matters, but the third quarter is when everything starts to perpetuate, so I'm happy that we got a good lead, and I think we started to play together more.
Alicia Castanon hit 2 big-time threes in the second half. Just what you can say about her play after she had missed a few.
I mean, she's stepping up a lot this year, especially against CNS and then other games. She does a lot of stuff besides shooting, but she makes them when it matters.
the ball movement that you had toward the end of the game when they were trying to do everything that they could to come back, just what you could say about how quickly you guys were able to move the ball offensively and find somebody open.
I think we just tried to waste time and then just get open shots. So I think we just figured if we pass it faster, then we're going to get something. So we usually got a couple layups or something, but something good was bound to happen if we just kept moving the ball.
You attacking the basket, just what you can say about making sure that when they were trying to make that push and hit a few threes that you attacked when you needed to.
I mean, I wasn't making a lot of threes, so when I was driving, I just wanted to facilitate and get other people open. So I think that's really important because if I can't score, someone else is going to have to, especially we got a lot of open shots, so I think it was good.
Stafford Spreter, just what he means to you as a coach.
He's a really good coach. He's always there for us, and he wants it just as bad as us, maybe more. So with that kind of energy, I think it helps us and motivates us.
To have this run with your sister and for this to be that last kind of piece here, just how important it is to continue to extend the season.
It feels weird that this could be our last game, but we just want to end it on a good note, and it's been fun playing with her for so many years, and I don't want to end it yet, so.
To do it this way, though, to do it the final season, is that just the sweetest way it could be to play for a state championship now?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I can think of anything better than that. Like, our senior year, college is coming up soon. I think that's what we wanted starting freshman year.
I guess you need somebody to make some chicken wing dip going into the game.
I had it the other day. Yeah.
Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
This is a wake-up call, Fast Break.
The Wildcat Sports Pub in Camillus, New York is located on 3680 Milton Avenue in the Home Depot Plaza. It is your family-friendly sports bar and restaurant. Folks, some sports bars aren't family-friendly. Some family-friendly restaurants are not sports bars. The Wildcat Sports Pub in Camillus, New York is proud to be both. It is that marriage that you've been looking for years. The Wildcat Sports Pub is your home base for your sports bar and restaurant needs, games for the kids, indoor and outdoor activities, and enough things on the menu to come back every single week and get to try something new. They're open Sundays from noon to 8 p.m., Monday through Wednesday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., and Thursday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to midnight. For reservations and party information, call 315-487-2222 for the Wildcat family-friendly sports pub and restaurant. Welcome back here to Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora on wakeupcalldt.com, your one-stop sports shop, and on mixlr.com/wakeupcalldt. Want to tell you once again, you can connect with Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora 24/7 by going to wakeupcalldt.com. Bookmark the page, save it, subscribe to it so you get updates. wakeupcalldt.com. That's Wake Up Call, D as in Dan, T as in Tortora.com. Go to the website, make sure you keep it, bookmark it, subscribe to it. There are over 500 articles that you can read and counting. You can also watch videos. You can see the last 10 uploaded shows to our archive. You can get quick links. You can see all of the many companies that are partnered with Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora and our local central New York and upstate New York community. You can see the ticker that constantly changes at the top that streams information on wakeupcalldt.com. The MixLR live feed is there, and the archive so that you could go back and listen to shows like this is available there. You'll see the Wake Up Call archive and all of the icons. You can listen to the archive on the RSS feed, Podbean, iTunes, YouTube, Stitcher, Spotify, TuneIn, and so much more. You can also ask Alexa to play the most recent episode of Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora, and she will do that for you as well. So thank you so much for your support and for tuning into the show. My final conversation of this special of West Genesee girls basketball as they get set to face off in the state title game against Ossining is with Madison Smith. Maddie Smith, this is what she had to say in our conversation following their win at Hudson Valley Community College in the Final Four over Bishop Kearney that put them in the state title game. Well, just what you could say about going to the state championship.
Man, it's crazy. I don't even know. I don't know, especially with my sister by my side and this whole team, we're all close, so we're really excited. Just having a lot of fun.
Your run with your sister, just what you can say about keeping this season going, especially.
For my sister, like I'm kind of playing for her because I don't want to, like whenever we lose, it's going to be our last. And I don't know, I think it'd be really cool to bring that state championship title home. So just playing with her and enjoying it and pushing each other.
To go through West Genesee and all this time together and now have the opportunity to have the end of your run be a state championship.
I don't even have words. I don't know. I guess we'll see tomorrow, but I'm so excited.
This game was a game that you guys were up by 5 at the half, and then you outscored them 17-5 in the third quarter and just kind of took over from there, got up by 20 plus. Just what you could say about how you came out in the second half and the fire the team had.
Actually, at halftime, we were talking about it, how we had to get our minds right and play smart, and mostly we just had to be together. Like, we were losing our minds a little bit because we had a ton of turnovers in the first half, so we just had to fix them. And we came out stronger in the second half.
I was asking you about Stafford at the time, so just what you could say about Coach.
He deserves a lot of credit. He's the one that comes up with the game plans and how we're going to execute them and like all the practice plans. He just deserves a lot of credit. He keeps pushing our team and everything, so...
To go back to this run being with your sister, to know that this is the last time you guys had a chance to do this, to put on the Wildcats jersey, how important was it going into the season that this was the season where you could go all the way?
It's really important. I remember last year when we lost in the state Final Four game, Kenton and I were like, let's win our senior year, and we just want to do it together and for our team.
You faced off against Ossining, and that was the team that bumped you out last year. Now you got them in the championship. Is that kind of the sweet opportunity moment?
Yeah. Someone told me this year's what's it called? It's like our revenge year because we beat Shen, who we lost to already, and that was in regional sophomore year. And then we lost to CNS freshman year, and we beat them this year. And then we lost to Bishop Kearney the last 2 years, and we beat them today. And we lost to Ossining, so hopefully that can turn around.
What is it about this season that has made it so special that this team has been able to get as far as they have?
Really, we just stay together. We faced a lot of adversity this year, and we're always there for each other, especially all of our teammates, and we all love each other on and off the court.
What was some of the adversity that you faced this year that kind of stuck out to you?
Like tough practices, like keeping your mind in games, especially with refs, just like or tough losses, all of that.
Knowing that the championship is right here at your fingertips, just how you're going to sleep knowing that there's a game right after that.
Definitely go to bed early and relax, but I'm really pumped. Try to stay humble and calm, but yeah, we're really excited.
This is a wake-up call, fast break.
The Wildcat Sports Pub in Camillus, New York is located on 3680 Milton Avenue in the Home Depot Plaza. It is your family-friendly sports bar and restaurant. Folks, some sports bars aren't family-friendly. Some family-friendly restaurants are not sports bars. The Wildcat Sports Pub in Camillus, New York is proud to be both. It is that marriage that you've been looking for years. The Wildcat Sports Pub is your home base for your sports bar and restaurant needs, games for the kids, indoor and outdoor activities, and enough things on the menu to come back every single week and get to try something new. They're open Sundays from noon to 8 p.m., Monday through Wednesday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m., and Thursday through Saturday from 11 a.m. to midnight. For reservations and party information, call 315-487-2222 for the Wildcat family-friendly sports pub and restaurant. I want to thank my trio of guests. I want to thank the entire girls basketball team. Alicia Castanon had 2 big-time threes in the game. Katie Cunningham has stepped up and played very well. This entire team is doing amazing things, and you got to be proud if you're a West Genesee alum, if you're a West Genesee parent, grandparent, aunt, uncle, brother, sister, girlfriend, boyfriend, sibling, I said sibling, but whoever it may be, and friends, next door neighbor, to everybody in the West Genesee community, I cannot thank you enough. Your support for Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora, my mission, how I do things differently, originality, comedy, integrity, fairness, honesty, community. unity, togetherness, faithfulness, positivity, for all the things that I stand for. Thank you for standing with me. Thank you to the West Genesee community. Thank you to everybody that comes out to our shows every single month at the Wildcat Sports Pub featuring West Genesee athletics, including the shows that we've done with this girls basketball team. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your time. Thank you for everything. And I want to thank my trio of guests today and thank the entire team. Thank you to head coach Stafford Spreter, and thank you to the Smith sisters who have more than earned this opportunity. They have worked tirelessly to get here. This couldn't happen to two better people. To Madison and Mackenzie and to this entire team, God bless as you move forward. The state title game is here. The opportunity to be top in the state of New York is right here for the taking. And I appreciate every single moment leading up to this point. The story that has been told, the opportunity that I've gotten to get to know these young women and to get to know Stafford Spreter has been tremendous, and I will always appreciate and be thankful for that. Thank you for listening to Wake Up Call with Dan Tortora. Thank you to Stafford Spreter, Madison Smith, and Mackenzie Smith. Thank you to the entire team. Thank you to all the supporters. Thank you, above everything, to the God that gave me the opportunity, the only God that exists, that's given me the opportunity to be here on this microphone with you today. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. Find us on Facebook at Wake Up Call DT, Twitter at Call DT, and Instagram at Wake Up Call _DT. I'll talk with you all soon, and I'll see you in the Hudson Valley.